Ballz Don't Lie podcast with your host, Anton and Regular Stephen.
Please follow us on Twitter at Ballz Don't Lie Pod. That is Balls with a Z. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. We appreciate all of your support. Without you, none of this will be possible. Now,
Ballz Don't Lie. Let's go, let's go.
Welcome to Ballz Don't Lie. I am your host, Anton Anton, along with my co-host, Regular Stephen. How does it feel to be on camera right now?
it feels pretty good. For the occasion, I wore my best hat and my best face. I'm ready to be here, but the weather has not been so nice. It was a little treacherous getting over here. Ice on the roads.
Yes.
But the show must go on.
It must go on, man. What the hell is this weather doing? First of all, it's February and it was raining that day.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What the hell is
And now it's turning into ice.
Yes, it is.
And we're supposed to get more snow tomorrow after we just got a bunch of snow.
Yes.
Kids were late start.
Yeah. I hate it all.
I thought we were going to get through winter. I thought maybe this would be the winter we make it through with no serious snow.
No.
February, I had other ideas.
No. Indiana doesn't let us slide like that. So
Never seen it before.
here we are. All right, man. Super Bowl 55 right around the corner. It was like 2 days away. Excuse me. Tom Brady is back. My Lord. We thought it would be all over after he left.
Yeah, I was hoping.
The hoodie. He left the hoodie in New England. It was like, oh, it was probably all him. But no. He went to another team. And he's in the Super Bowl again. And he's going to go against that young stud named Patty Mahomes. Whew. Come on, Pat. Come on, Pat. Oh,
yeah, 10th time in the Super Bowl for Brady.
Yuck.
First time since all the way back in 2018.
Yuck.
It's been a lot. It's like most of his career was. It's like half his career has been.
It's pretty much. What is 17 seasons in or 18?
I think it's 18.
18 seasons, 10 Super Bowl appearances. It's not a lot of room for everybody else to have success. It's not. So let's run down a couple of his plethora of Super Bowl appearances and see where that goes.
It all started back in 2001.
I was 21 years old, man. Golly.
Really? I was in high school.
Were you?
Yep. I was in high school.
No, I take that back. I was 20. I turned 21 in June that year. So, still, golly. Anyways, he beats the greatest show on turf that year. Good Lord.
St. Louis Rams.
St. Louis Rams. They done moved whole cities.
He's beat the Rams in two different cities.
The following year, what was it? Okay, Super Bowl 38.
Yep.
He beats the Panthers. Who was the quarterback for the
Jake
Panthers?
Delhomme.
Delhomme? Okay.
Yep.
All right. They were fresh out of being
Pretty
expansion
much,
team, right?
Pretty close. John Fox was the head coach.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Then they beat McNabb and them.
Yep.
Super Bowl 39 the following year. So here we go. Tom Brady is 3 for 3 in the Super Bowl era. And then we get to the funny one to me. Super Bowl 42. The good old 8-10-0 Patriots. I remember. Where were you when you saw that game? Where were you at? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was in my apartment in college, and I had put money on the Patriots.
Did you? Ooh.
Of course, they were 18-0. That was the best team, especially the best offensive team I've ever seen. With Randy Moss and the gang.
Right. Right.
It was something.
It was something.
So for that game, honestly, to be 17-14 was surprising.
It was very.
It's kind of for as exciting a game as it was kind of boring in terms of offense. But yeah, I was in my apartment. I was pretty shocked. It was one of those. I'm all about undefeated seasons. There's nothing more annoying to me than the Dolphins of the 70s. They always find a way to celebrate, whatever.
Yeah.
And if that's what you want to hold on to, but I was kind of hoping for it just because it was the best team I've ever seen. For them to be able to finish undefeated and win a Super Bowl would have been something I thought would be really cool.
Well,
but it didn't happen.
Definitely didn't happen. And then they follow up, so they go 4 years, well, 3 years without a Super Bowl appearance. My squad took one of those years, yes indeed. Super Bowl 46, they go against the Giants again. And guess what happens again?
They lost.
They took another L. So Eli is the kryptonite to actually, yeah, it's really the Giants defense, but we always say it's Eli, you know. And then we get this is the one that Super Bowl 49, the Seahawks. The infamous, just give it to beast mode.
Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal. Malcolm Butler, who almost made the phenomenal play that wound up in Purse's arms. There are flags on the field for a celebration. Amazing.
On the goal line, but no. Mr. Carroll, why do you throw a pass on? Oh, my God.
Yep, little quick slant. We all know how it ends. Seahawks lose. New England wins that game 28-24.
You've got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield. You've got a guy that's been borderline unstoppable in this part of the field. I can't believe the call.
And there is Brady. As demonstrative as ever, and Richard Sherman.
And then in 2016, they were back against the Falcons and had one of the best. If I was a Falcons fan, that'd be pretty hard to move past, especially with how bad they've been since then. But they obviously come back. Was it 28-0 at half? Or 28-7?
No, it was like 28-7 or 28-3. I can't remember exactly, but that game was in hand.
Come back and win 34-28.
Yes. Probably that was the biggest choke job of all time. Can you go ahead and say that?
I'm not sure. I'd have to really look into that.
I don't need to look. That's the biggest choke job I've ever seen in my life. Forget that. All right, then Super Bowl 52, the following year. Can I say the magic word? Foles. I don't know if that's a trigger word for you.
No.
But Foles outduels Mr. Tom Terrific. It was a great game, though. It really
the whole
was.
Philly special.
Yeah. For
That
sure.
was a very exciting game. 41-33 was the final score of that one. So very entertaining, which gave us all the entertainment we needed because the next year
was the
possibly the most boring Super Bowl that's ever existed in mankind.
It definitely was. And people say, oh, because it was a defensive struggle. It was still boring. Like if you have these type of defense, especially the Rams defense, I mean, yeah, it's good you get them, 3 and outs and all that, but it was no turnovers. There was very few sacks in that game. That's why it was boring. I appreciate defense as much as the next man, but it was nothing exciting about that game at all. At all. And the Patriots won. Jared Goff, have fun in Detroit.
Well, and about after 2016 when they beat the Falcons, I started talking to myself and trying to convince myself, okay, this has to be over sometime soon, right? I mean, he's 40s, getting up to 40s at that point. And it's like, how many more Super Bowls can the guy go to? And then it just keeps happening. Obviously, 2 more after that. And now, a 10th Super Bowl.
10th, yeah.
Without the New England Patriots. Now with the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yeah.
To face the guy that maybe he's the only guy you could say will really have a chance to come close to Tom Brady's 10 Super Bowl appearances.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. Only reason I don't see it happening is because Andy Reid is very old. This guy is very old. I don't see him hanging out for another, 10, 15 years for him to achieve that type of success. Do we attribute a lot of this success to Andy Reid? I don't know, because he didn't have a lot of success before he came into the Patty Mahomes deal. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't see anybody ever reaching 10 Super Bowls. Forget that. And does he have to surpass Tom Brady as far as greatness?
Well, see, that's a good question. Is it about wins or appearances? Because what if he only... See, this is what we get into with the Jordan LeBron thing, okay?
Right.
What if... Okay, so he's got 6 wins right now. He's 6-3, Brady is. Let's say the Chiefs win this Super Bowl. And now we've got Tom Brady at 6-4. Mahomes at 2-0. If he gets to 6-0, let's say Mahomes gets to 6-0 in his career. Do we look at those extra losses because he still got to more Super Bowls? Do we count those? Against?
Yeah.
Because that's where we got to get into this. We start getting into this
tough.
Jordan LeBron thing.
Right.
How much do you penalize him for getting further than the other guy? Because more Super Bowl losses or less Super Bowl losses, I guess you could say it better that way, for Mahomes means more finals, AFC finals or AFC division round losses than Brady. So which losses are better?
Yeah. Man, it's so tough. It's so tough. Yeah, it definitely depends in the manner at which he achieves those goals. Like Tom Brady I guess the single knock that I have against his legacy, even though it's almost no way to knock his legacy. But first of all, a lot of his early teams were very defensively heavy. Definitely the first one. They only scored, 20 points in that Super Bowl. That's the greatest show on turf. So it was a defensive thing that won that Super Bowl. I can't tell you how the rest of the season played out. Was that the year of the tuck rule? You remember the game against the Raiders? I know it was either that year or the second one.
I don't think so.
It was.
I'd have to look that up.
I think it's the second one, but yeah, it's just the manner in which he goes about it. That's the only thing I can think of, because 10 Super Bowls, I think that's the greatest feat in sports ever, other than maybe the undefeated season. And I didn't watch football back then, so I don't know. That's crazy.
How that compares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, I guess. So then we have to go back to Brady and say, does this, if it wasn't already cemented, which I feel like pretty much the consensus was, at least in terms of when it comes to winning and being the greatest winner. We can talk about. You can't really argue against Brady. We know that there's guys he's playing against one now that has a skill set physically that Brady never possessed. And I know he threw some zingers and threw, I get all that. But in terms of just arm talent and doing all that, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes, there's guys that are more physically gifted. But now that he's done it with another team who we saw have, I don't say a good quarterback, average quarterback. You see what happens. You bring in Brady. And I think the biggest thing is it wasn't for the regular season necessarily, but when it comes to crunch time in the playoffs, I think he's just solidified that he's. I did not think that the Buccaneers were going to come out of the NFC.
I didn't. They had some struggles this season. They didn't look very well for a lot of the season. They were getting W's, but it was a point where they looked like they could get bounced in the first or second round easily. But I don't know, man. I think that what determined his success that he has is him being not greedy and maybe having one of the richest girlfriends ever. Tom Brady has never got paid what he deserves, and he's done that on purpose, allowing that organization to put the right pieces around him. That's going to determine if Mahomes survives as long and thrives as long. Will he reach a point where, okay, I done made so much money? What is this contract, like 5 years, 200 million, something crazy. I don't remember what it is. 4 years, I think. I don't even remember. But anyways, once he gets past that contract, will he start taking less money so that team can stay elite? Because they got to pay Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, all these guys, all these weapons he has. They got to get a bag at some point. Is he going to take some out of his pocket to help this team stay afloat and be successful? That's probably the biggest determining factor in his long, pursuit of longevity and success, like Tom Brady. So I don't know, man.
Got to put a team on the field.
You got to, and we're seeing this in Pittsburgh right now. You know, do 40-something million, and you're an aging quarterback. 39 years old. Man, what are you gonna do? You come out and say you're gonna take less money, but how much less are you gonna take? Is it enough to field a great team, or is it just enough for you to look like you are a team player? We'll see, but.
Yeah, I think the one thing I will say about it, in terms of Mahomes being able to get to that point, one of the things that we saw that was key to the Patriots' success was figuring out guys that they could replace. Like, it's easy to find Wes Welker types.
Yes.
Right? And they've done that with Amendola and who's the other guy, the little short guy?
Edelman.
Yep, Edelman.
Yep, Edelman.
Yep. So they've done it. They've been able to find these guys. They've had really good tight ends and receivers, some good ones, but they kind of just pick guys up. Running backs, they just pick those guys up. So finding a system that you can just pick guys up. Can the Chiefs duplicate Tyreek Hill? It's hard to duplicate anybody with that kind of speed and skill. So when he starts slowing down a little bit, because inevitably he will, and some of these other guys, maybe injuries or things like that, are you able to replace those guys with guys that are as effective or have the same skill set? Right. The Patriots were able to find an offensive system that, I don't want to say you didn't have to be that skilled, but you didn't have to be that unique to do it.
You do your job.
They just plugged them in, and they did it. To do the Chiefs, the fast, the speed, all this, you have to be fast. And those guys don't just grow on trees, especially ones that can catch the ball and do things. I mean, we've seen the Raiders have this issue for years, and Al Davis and the history of that. They drafted fast guys. They drafted fast guys, and they never worried to see can they catch or not. And so you can't just draft fast guys. You see fast guys at the combine all the time, and they don't always turn out to do anything because you got to be able to catch the ball, run routes, block, do other little things. And running fast doesn't necessarily do it all the time.
Shout out to Darius Hayward-Bay.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
I know it is.
Yeah.
He came to the Steelers. He was a great special teams player.
Yeah, it's fast. It's fast. Can't catch. So that's the only thing they forgot to check. But so moving forward, I mean, that's just, I think it's harder to duplicate that. So you could see a shorter window unless they can figure out a way to reinvent, I guess, kind of what they do in their offense and how they can be successful. But this iteration of it, it might be a little harder to duplicate.
It's a little tough.
Which, but you do have the quarterback, and that's obviously the hardest thing to figure out. So, we'll see. See what happens.
We'll see. I want to give a shout out to Tom Brady one time just for this aspect. He probably has the best pocket awareness I've ever seen, though. I've watched some tape of his, and his quick twitch movement, just little box of 3 to 4 feet of movement. He knows how to buy himself time, and it's so weird. He's not fast. He can't run. If he knows he's getting sacked, he's going down before you even get to him. But he knows how to buy time so good, and I wish my quarterback could do that because he doesn't.
Oh, please.
He doesn't. He used to shrug guys off. He can't do it anymore. So, anyways.
I don't want to hear anything about wanting your quarterback to do anything.
I mean, come on, man. I'm sorry that you are a Chi-Town to the death guy, but hey, I got a quarterback problem too. I'm not happy about it.
Uptown problems are no problems at all, sir.
Oh yeah, we'll get more into that, as we proceed. I guess. Do you want to talk anything else NFL related? Stafford and the Goff thing. Weird. Out of nowhere. I mean, we've heard rumblings that, Stafford wanted out and they kind of mutually said this is a wrap. But Goff for Stafford, do you think it was that much of an upgrade?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? He played in Detroit.
It's hard to know.
I
know Stafford amassed, tons of stats and yards and all that.
Yep.
Went to the playoffs twice, right?
Yep. No dubs. And how many years has he been in the league? 10?
No, I think it's more.
Yeah, he's 32 years old, and he doesn't have one playoff win. Number 1 draft pick in the draft. He has all the arm talent. They say he's a smart guy, as far as processing the field. I don't know about that. I don't watch Detroit Lions games. I never will, but I don't know. I just don't know, man. I feel sorry for Jared Goff. I mean, I don't, but I do,
I don't. He got paid a ton, and now he gets to go play football in Detroit, which is where he belongs. He stinks.
See, I don't think he stinks. He's just average as hell. He's average as hell.
Stinks.
He made it to a Super Bowl. You got to be.
So did Rex Grossman. He stinks.
Hey. Why you got to bring up Rex, though?
I'm saying. We can't say that all the time and say, well, he made it to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying. Did Rex Grossman. He was out of the league in 2 years.
I'm giving him average status, though. He's no Rex Grossman now. His stat line is not Rex Grossman. I know that for sure.
He's not as good. Rex Grossman was pumping out yards.
Rex Grossman he'll throw 4 touchdowns and throw 4 interceptions.
Goff's never done that.
Oh, he has, but he didn't do it like Rex Grossman did. Trust me on that one. I know that, but anyway.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, look it up. Please look that up.
Rex Grossman. Let's see what we got here.
Rex Grossman stats. And look up, what's your other man's name?
I don't have one. Jay Cutler.
Who was the other guy? Ortman.
Yeah, Kyle Orton.
Ortman. Who are you looking up?
I'm looking up Rex Grossman.
All right, I'm about to look up.
So I can tell you what he did in 2000. Okay, so look at this. Look at this. 16 games started in 2006. They went 13-3.
Sure.
He had 23 touchdowns. Only 20 interceptions.
Okay.
Only 20 interceptions. Okay. Completion. What's wrong with the completion percentage of 54.6? What's wrong with that?
Oh my gosh. Let's see what Jared Goff did.
Nothing.
You damn right though. They damn near close though. They damn near close. 2017 he had 28 touchdowns, 7 picks. 32 touchdowns and 12 picks the following year. Then he had 22 and 16, then 20 and 13. So he's coming down to Rex Grossman level there.
He's pretty much Grossman.
But he had a couple better years than Rex. Oh man, I don't know. But I don't know if anybody won that trade except for Matthew Stafford. He got out of Detroit finally. That's it, man.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, what is your...
Get used to this bitter face because he don't like talking about quarterbacks because he's a Bears fan. Just get used to it. Get used to it.
I'm not going to have my face on here when we talk. I'm going to superimpose something over my face. when we talk about... matter of fact, when we talk about Bears, I'm just going to take myself completely out.
You're going to put the witness protection.
It's going to be the blur. We're just going to have a blur. I'm going to distort my voice.
Oh, man. That's all good.
So, do you want to take a quick break here? And then we'll come back and we'll make a prediction. Talk about our favorite Super Bowl moments.
Sure.
If we have any of those. And we have anything else for them?
That's about it, for real.
Yeah.
It's off season almost. Draft is next.
Draft is next.
Our teams are sitting at home watching the Super Bowl with just like us. So that's when we'll talk about football again.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know if playing in Tampa is in fact an advantage.
Yeah.
For the Tampa Bay Bucks.
We'll see. All right, we'll talk about all this when we come right back on Ballz Don't Lie. Let's go!
Scola. Continuity, I assume. And a technical foul on Rasheed Wallace. With a little shove after the whistle.
Yeah, hit by Wallace. Overzealous, sending Roger to the line.
Wallace still arguing with John Goble. And this is where he's got him.
Started doing bad habits on him.
Ball don't lie. And a technical foul on Rasheed Wallace. He's gone. Wallace picks up 2 quick technicals.
And you called it, Mike.
Yeah, it's been the thing that plagued him through his career. And as we've said all along, it's overshadowed a guy who's a terrific basketball player.
Welcome back to Ballz Don't Lie. Regular Stephen, do you have a favorite Super Bowl moment?
You know, I had to think real hard for about 5 seconds about this, and it's clearly Devin Hester returning the opening kickoff against the Indianapolis Colts. All the talk during the week leading up to that Super Bowl was, Tony Dungy, are you going to kick the Devin Hester? Are you going to kick Devin Hester?
From the Patriots, leaving them as their all-time score, winning 2 Super Bowls for them in the end, and having another spectacular postseason. But Devin...
The Colts had their issues with kick coverage all year. Lo and behold, that first kick he got a hold of is actually a short one. It looked like they tried to put him in the corner a little bit.
Led the NFC in both kickoff returns and punt returns. And the Colts have had a hard time all season.
Because it was only 92 yards, so they kind of did a little short kick. 92-yarder, Devin Hester. The stadium, the electricity is what got me about that. Even though the Bears went on to lose that game, you can't take away the good memory of that. The light bulbs going off. Just the fact that Devin Hester was, you have to remember, I mean, he was a rock star at that time too, just with all of the kicks. I mean, he was just must-watch TV. So with that being such a big part of the discussion leading up to it, and then the very first opening play, the stadium, the energy, the electricity as he's running the ball across midfield, and as soon as everyone realizes he's gone, you just feel that electricity in the stadium just go up a little bit. It was in Miami. He's from the area. He played at Miami. That made it cool as well. So obviously, Devin Hester returning the opening kick of that one.
Covering kicks, it's Hester trying to work it back to the middle. Gets past the first wave, and here he goes. It's Hester inside the 30. Hester's going to take it all the way for a touchdown. And no flag, 92 yards.
Oh, yeah. That play sucked the life out of me and everybody that was in the house with me when I was watching that game. I was living in India at that time, and I was definitely rooting for the Colts. That is my second favorite team. And yeah, I really wasn't a fan of the Bears back in that day. I've grown to like them more. Some of my friends, obviously you, a couple other of my friends are Bears fans, so I've kind of picked them up and wanted to support them. But before then, nah, bro. Nope. So
The worst part about that, my brother grew up in Indy, from Indy, and he's a huge Colts fan.
Okay.
So having to hear him talking trash afterwards was like a double stinger. What about you? You've actually experienced some wins. The only Bears Super Bowl I have no recollection of.
Right, 85.
So.
Yeah, definitely my favorite moment is the final drive of Super Bowl 43. Definitely with the immaculate, beautiful catch by Santonio Holmes in the back of the corner at the end zone. It was magical because I thought we might have lost that.
Miller slot left. Washington outside left. Roethlisberger has time. Throws to the back of the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown by Holmes. And the Pittsburgh Steelers become the first franchise.
The second favorite, play is the Debo interception in the first half.
Done. Steelers show blitz. Here they come. He gets it away, and it's picked off at the goal line. There's a flag thrown on the run back. James Harrison to run it back, and Harrison is past midfield. Harrison going down the sideline. Harrison still on his feet. Harrison is going to go all the way. It's a 100-yard.
Yes.
The rest is history.
The rest is history, man. That was that drive was beautiful. They almost sacked him in the end zone. That's back when you could shimmy your ass off of it. You shimmied off and completed a pass, and then it was on from there. So, yeah, definitely my favorite moment. Definitely my favorite moment. By far. Not even close.
I have to cherish my favorite moment because it honestly feels like I can sit around and ask myself a legitimate question and say, will we ever make it back to a Super Bowl again? Legitimate chance. No,
I mean, we're
right?
both really in the same.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. Trust me.
We are not in the same
Think about
scenario.
it.
You have a quarterback who's old.
Yes,
and you are going to need a new one.
Yes, we are.
But you are the Steelers.
Yes.
Who win usually always. And we are the Bears, and we don't. And we don't do quarterbacks. We don't do anything offensive.
I told y'all.
We're not in the same scenario.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put it in that way as far as our history and all that, of course. And I don't, you know your own.
You mean we're both going to need quarterbacks?
Yeah, we need quarterbacks, and we're both going to be probably middle of the pack for a minute. That's really what's going to happen. We're both going to be there. I don't know if you guys will get lower than that, be at the bottom of the barrel and maybe have an opportunity to draft a good quarterback possibly.
Yeah.
Maybe bungle that. I don't know, like we did last time.
Most likely.
But more than likely, we are probably going to be the middle of the pack for a long-ass time because that's just what we do. That's what Tomlin does. He doesn't go lower than 8-8. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Are we going to make a big trade and get somebody? Probably the hell not. They don't operate like that. They just started making trades 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Just
some of that, they've kind of had to force their hand a little bit. But the difference is, for a couple years, we've needed one for 25, and we're going to need one for 25 more after this.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
You're bringing history
in a
into
couple
this.
years, you guys maybe don't need a quarterback anymore. We're going to still be sitting here going, remember how good Trubisky was? Like, we'll probably end up getting something worse.
I mean, yes, I'm spoiled. We've done a lot of winning. And I'm a Lakers fan, so I have like an ultimate backup plan now. So, yeah.
Dude, I totally get this, being a Kentucky basketball fan. No one wants to hear me go, we haven't been to the Final Four since 2015. Like, nobody cares. But it feels like a long time.
Oh, man.
We haven't won a championship since 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get into that. Yeah, I don't get into that, man.
No one cares.
I don't get into that part. The championship thing definitely, it irks me this year because we look like we should have been there like so early, You go 11-0. That's only next step is championship. That's just ain't that the next check? That's the next step. You 11-0. Pretty much, if Mahomes was not in the AFC, they would pick the Steelers to be in the Super Bowl. But nobody picks against Mahomes. And then, to see the season fall off like it did, sucks. It sucks. But otherwise, I enjoyed last year. I loved last year's season. The expectations out of the window. I really just got to sit back and enjoy my team get some dubs. 8-8. I was happy last year. Happier last year than this year. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. I won't be happy if we do that next year, though. I'm sorry, man. I'm going to see this right here? We're friends. This is support right here.
I was happy to finally not have the pressure of competing for Super Bowl every year. I just could relax and watch the game.
It was beautiful.
I was happy that I didn't have to go to the Super Bowl this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
we're not in the same place.
We're not. We stress differently. We have a different stress.
Oh, I don't stress about it anymore.
Yeah, well, I know that you don't no more.
Done with that.
He's officially cut the Bears off from his heart.
They're cut off from my heart.
Definitely.
Or maybe they're cut off from my mind. I'm not sure which one. They're cut off.
It's your heart. It's not your mind. Because as soon as they start winning, you sucked right back in, knowing you're going to get let down.
If it's even winning, it's just Not embarrassing me.
They made the playoffs this year, y'all. They made the playoffs.
Everyone knows they should have made the playoffs this year.
And we all thought they were done, and they still made the playoffs. That's the ultimate pulling with your heartstrings and messing with your mind right there.
Didn't mess with my mind. Pulling the dumb strings of ownership. See what they do now.
Not a damn thing, because they bringing back their whole coaching staff.
Whole coaching staff. Do you have a favorite storyline of this Super Bowl, or you just want to watch the game? Is the game the best storyline, or is there anything in there that's juicy to you?
I'll tell you the most annoying part of the storyline is Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown being in the Super Bowl. I'm not mad at them for that. I'm mad because Steelers fans have been talking about it and damn near crying about it. I'm like, dude, first of all, they contribute very little to those teams. Antonio Brown more than Le'Veon. But ultimately, AB did not swing the pendulum for them to make it to the thing. So I don't really care. I don't think they're going to win either. So I don't really care about that. But the real storyline is the old guard versus the new guard. Brady, Mahomes. Is Mahomes going to take the mantle? He's definitely going to take the mantle eventually from Brady, but is he going to snatch it from Brady in the championship? That's the true storyline right there.
Yeah, the only thing I want to see, I don't really care who wins. I want to see either one of them have the ball at the end of the game with however much time we all can agree is adequate for a chance to either tie or preferably someone has a chance to go down there and win it. Not with a field goal.
Feel you.
Not field goal range. That feels cheap on this. I don't want field goal kickers taking the glory here. Someone has to go down and get a score. Don't care who it is. I just hope the game comes down like that. That is obviously the greatest storyline of this game. I don't think you can really make an argument for any other one. It's the quarterbacks. It's Tom Brady. It's Patrick Mahomes. Future versus current and past.
Yeah.
And current, future. So, I mean, Mahomes just won one last year, so I think that's obviously the biggest storyline, and it's pretty obvious. I like I said, I just want to see some closeness because I don't have a dog in the fight, so I'm like you. I just get to sit back and relax, and I don't got to worry about it.
Well, listen.
That's the joy of never getting a Super Bowl. You just get to enjoy it.
You get to enjoy it. I understand. I feel you, and I don't. Listen, I don't want Tom Brady to win this Super Bowl. I don't. I'm just sick of that dude. I mean, I respect everything he's accomplished and all that. I'm just sick of it. I would love it for it to be competitive all the way up until about few minutes into the fourth, and I would love to see the Chiefs just run away with it and not make it close. I don't want to see that. I don't say stress because I don't have a dog in the fight, but I don't really want to see a nail biter. I'm tired of.
You're tired of nail biters.
I'm tired of being just, I don't want to say stressed once again, but yeah, I'm just tired of being uptight and all that about some sports stuff. I'm just tired of it. I really am. You know what I mean? I just went through the bubble, man. I just went through the bubble.
You went through the bubble, but
Yes.
you're not a Chiefs or
No, but I don't want Brady to win at all. I really
that's
don't.
gonna stress you out if Brady starts winning.
I ain't gonna say stress. I just don't. I don't know, man. These games get. I thought this was about to fall. I thought these games get under my skin when they get a little too close, man. I don't want that. It's a sun-damn day. I want to relax that day. That's all. And I'm coming there late because my son has games that day, 5 and 6. So I want.
Ooh, we got 4 and 5.
Do you?
Yeah.
Ooh, you playing at the L, the leg?
Yep.
Okay, so I get to probably lay eyes on your squad for a minute. You said 5?
4 and 5.
4 and 5?
Yep.
So, yeah. I'm going to definitely have to see him play a little bit.
Get there a little early. Yell at him to post up. Get your ass in the post.
No doubt, but...
So, yeah, I guess we got to make a prediction then.
Yeah.
Where are you watching first of all?
I don't even know. I'm not going to lie to you.
You stopping by the house?
We might have to. I have no idea where I'm watching the game. The wifey asked me that earlier, and I was like, damn, I didn't even think about it. So, you probably see your brother knock on your door around 7 o'clock.
So, I hope it's not too stressful for you. I'll have to tell you the score before you. Tell you the score. I don't know if I want you to come over and kill my vibe. Stress walking back and forth. I'm like, dude, I'm just chilling here. You get to go watch this at home. Making my dogs all stressed.
Open a window in here. Damn.
Dogs picking up on it, freaking out. I'm gonna be chilling. You bring that stress over to my house on Sunday. I'll let you know what the score is. Maybe you're not invited on Sunday.
I know, right? That's how I go. Damn, my brother ain't even invited no more.
Not if you bring that.
Brother can't bring no stress to the house.
Don't bring that stress around my house.
you gonna pat me down when I walk in?
I'm gonna smudge it. We'll just sage I'm gonna Kyrie Irving. I got some of those. I'm gonna just.
You gonna sage it?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go around and smudge, make sure that all the stressful spirits are gone for Anton.
Oh, patting the brother down. You ain't got no stress on you. You ain't got no stress on you, do you, bro?
Stress sniffing dogs at the door. Stress sniffing dogs. You got a prediction for the game?
Okay, so we're gonna go. It's gonna be a high scoring game, I think. Let's go 35-24 Chiefs. Yeah, 35-24 Chiefs.
35-24. Okay, let me get my mouth wet so I can make a prediction.
Wash the stress away.
I'm gonna go. Like I'm making this legit. Like I'm just not just a complete guess. Let me act like I'm computing some things.
Right.
I'm gonna go with if I
carry the one,
carry the touchdown and the extra point. We got 1-2 point conversion. I'll go 35. I'll go 35-31. Chiefs.
Okay. Well, one of us is going to be right though. The Chiefs are going to score 35 points. Book it.
You had that score too?
I had 35-24. You had 35-31. So
38-35. 38-35.
See, I should open my big mouth.
I had it planned.
I wish you could have.
Cheating off my test. 38-35. Chiefs. Andy Reid.
Yeah.
Does Tom Brady retire on a win?
Hell no. Tom Brady playing until he's 50.
Tom Brady's not playing. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what Tom Brady says.
Now, who the hell are we to bet against Tom Brady? Shoot.
I'll bet against 50.
We said 40 was a stretch. So he's what, 40? What is he, 43? I think
Yeah,
43,
sure.
44, something like that. Nah, he probably won't play to 50, but he'll play as long as the hell he wants to. Word on the street is he has no damn hobbies. He don't do shit except football. So, and yeah. So we'll see. I really don't care. I mean, I do.
So do
you see how I look down? I do.
Damn it, I do care.
Nah. Well, who knows, man? Who knows? Everybody, that's what everybody does every year. Is this the year that Brady falls off? Somebody eventually is going to be right. So
you guys can't see it in the picture, but there's a table underneath us.
Oh,
and
yeah.
While he was talking about stress, he chipped all the paint off the side of it. I don't care. I just ruined my table.
Over here rolling up my notebook, bro. Stress balls. But,
bring that shit around my house. All right, well, should we get out of here? We got Super Bowl on Sunday. Wait, I have one more question.
Uh-oh.
Do you look forward to the Super Bowl commercials?
No.
No. Me neither.
They haven't been good for a very long time.
You don't like seeing Clydesdales drink beer? Or whatever they do.
Who gets paid to come up with these commercials? That's what I want to know because I need their job.
I like the Clydesdales that kick the footballs.
None of it registers for me. Only thing I like to see is some of like the movies that they preview. A lot of Marvel movies are usually previewed during the Super Bowl time. So I don't know if there will be any this year. I'm trying to think. Maybe Falcon and Winter Soldier. That's about it. But everything else, I don't even drink beer like that. So
Yeah, I'm excited about some movies. We'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah.
Finally, they're starting to come back out.
What you say?
They're starting to come out now.
Yes, they definitely are. Coming to America too. You ready?
I'm ready.
I am too.
I like the Puppy Bowl.
Do you? I mean, we love
ever watched
dogs.
the Puppy Bowl?
I've never watched it a day in my life. I've seen like little clips and previews of it, but I've never watched it.
Puppy Bowl.
I think they should bring back, they did the claymation back on MTV. Celebrity Deathmatch.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
They need to bring that back. That was more interesting.
What about the halftime show? Do you know who's playing?
Don't care. Don't even care. Most of the people I like don't want to do the halftime show. So.
And they don't want them to do the halftime show.
Probably not. No.
It's got to be like, Maroon 5.
Yeah.
Or
They had to be playing on the pop station.
98 Degrees.
I don't think 98 Degrees. Have they been on there for real?
In Sync, Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Did they do it?
I'm sure Timberlake did it. So, I don't know. You got to be an old rock group or a pop star to do that shit. And I don't
Or
listen to
Beyonce.
that. Yeah, Beyonce too.
Or Shakira.
Shakira.
Didn't they do it together? Or was it Shakira and Jennifer Lopez? In Miami. It was very Miami. I think it scared a lot of people.
I don't even remember. I should remember that, but I don't. I should. Get me in trouble. We're on video now.
Blur face.
Witness protection. All right, man. Let's
get out of here.
Well, like we always say, my brother, we can do this on camera now. Hold on.
Do it on camera.
Woo!
Better make it good.
I
First
know.
one.
Man, like we say, the balls do bounce, roll, and fly.
But they damn sure don't lie.
For sure.
And neither do I.
You know.
And neither does this guy.
You better know that.
Later, dudes.
I holla. All right.